conversation. We're going to talk about one more thing before we bring them on. But before we do that, please hit that like button if you haven't already. And if this is your first time joining the channel, please hit that subscribe button if you like what you hear. You are tuned in to N.W.A. Stories with Lonzo. I am Dusty Vision. That is the godfather of West Coast hip hop, Lonzo Williams. And shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Lonzo, this is what I would love your thoughts on before we bring our guest on. 6 members of O Block, a neighborhood in South Side Chicago, were found guilty of the murder of FBG Duck this past week. Now, we discussed FBG Duck at length a couple years ago when this happened. Now, give me about a minute and a half to remind everyone of the FBG Duck situation. The area he lost his life in is called the Gold Coast. It's basically the Rodeo Drive of Chicago, Gucci, Prada, stores like that. But he was out shopping for his son, and he thought he was safe. Little did he know that his enemies had the drop on him. And long story short, they shoot him 20 times on this ritzy part of Chicago. I went there shortly after it happened to do a story about it, and it literally looks like Rodeo Drive. But this is all caught on tape, Lonzo. Not only that, the video cameras literally followed the killers from O Block to Gold Coast, camera by camera. They caught them running down the stairs on a camera. They caught them hopping into the car on another camera. They caught them getting on the freeway in another camera. They caught them exiting the freeway, caught them driving to the Gold Coast on a camera, caught them getting out of the car, caught them shooting FBG Duck, all on different cameras. Literally just followed them all the way there and followed their asses all the way back to O Block up until they were celebrating about the situation. But they were eventually arrested, went to trial, and were all found guilty this past week. Lonzo, 6 black men in prison for life, another black man dead, 7 black men who will never live a normal life again, that will never procreate. Talk to me about your thoughts and hindsight on this situation.
You know, bro, first of all, I'm trying to figure out why take 6 men to get 1 man. Did he piss all 6 of them off?
He released a lot of very disrespectful songs, specifically one that was titled Dead Bees. And I'm not going to say the word, but it rhymes with itches. And he literally called out all of his ops in very disrespectful ways. We've talked about the disrespect that went in. This is where it started in Chicago. And he had a lot of enemies, yes.
So what we're saying is stupid begot stupid. That's what we're talking about. Stupid begot stupid.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
When you play certain games with certain people, what they say, when you play dumb games, you get dumb results. You win dumb prizes. Okay. When you play dumb games, you win dumb prizes. Dude, I don't understand why it's relevant, important to exchange your life, your freedom for somebody else's life. Your freedom cannot mean that much to you if you were willing to exchange it for somebody else's life. I mean, because his words, that's basically what he said, a bunch of words that cost you your life. You took his life and they took your freedom. Meanwhile, in the 6 guy, all 6 of them all 6 of them actually shoot him, or just it was a couple of shooters and a couple and 4 standbys?
Pretty much that's the case. Yeah, driver, you know, the one that rode along, hey, I'll come too. And yeah, now they're all, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't want to see none of that. But my baby, I don't hear that bullshit. I don't want to hear it. Because it don't make no sense, man. You know, we still playing the same games that we've been playing for 50 years. Ain't nobody won the game yet. Nobody winning but the penal system. Nobody wins but the penal system, the legal system. That's the only person win. You got, like you said, 6 brothers that will never procreate. They're through with money, heterosexual sex, and steak for the rest of their life. Okay, those are 3, and driving. Okay, they will never drive, have heterosexual sex, have a need for money, or eat a steak again. Okay, it's done deal. It's a wrap. Okay, all for what? For some bragging rights. And that's one of the things I've never understood about that mentality, is that bragging rights are so important to little people. Talking big is very important to little people, because obviously you had no money. You couldn't hire a lawyer. I mean, you was pretty much all them cameras. First of all, you're not that educated if you're trying to pull a crime anywhere in a affluent neighborhood like that. You can't be that smart. You just did some stuff based on emotion. You got 6 people that hyped up 6 people to kill 1 person. not understanding the logistics or what you're trying to do, and not realizing that there's a good chance you're going to get caught. Or if you didn't care if you got caught because you got so many friends in jail, y'all going to kick it anyway. Which means somebody is going to be the bitch. Somebody going to be the bitch. I'm just saying.
Somebody's going to be washing somebody's drawers. Out of 6 people,
Somebody
at least 1 or 2 of them are going to be washing somebody's
hair. Somebody is hitting the knees to please, okay? And that's just keeping it 100. Hey, man. Well, if that's what you do you, boo-boo. I'm out. What we got next? Give me something. Give me something I can handle that makes some sense.
Yeah, man. Real talk. Real talk. Let's dive into some old school hip hop, man. We got a few more minutes before we bring on our guest. Let's see what we got. See what we got. Someone wants to know if you heard about the takeover recently at Ruben's Bakery in Compton.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with
Stem Radio. Shout out Stem Radio.
Much love, Stem. I'm very familiar with Ruben's Bakery, and they caught those people. They caught them. It was a takeover about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and again between the cameras and folks, somebody got caught and they started singing like the Temptations. Oh, la, la, la. He did it. She did it. He was with me. He was the driver. They caught them all. To my understanding, they caught them all. Yes. And again, man.
Good. I love hearing that.
Why do you steal from a bakery? What, you gonna steal some dough? It was a
literally they were like, "Hey, dog, let's go get some dough." No, I think you meant the wrong dough, homie. The dough is in the bank, not in the bakery.
Steal some donuts, man. Okay. What is your mentality that makes you think that makes any sense? I don't understand that, dude. That makes no sense whatsoever. You decide that it's going to be a good idea for a bunch of people to back in. I mean, I saw the video. He backed in this place multiple times trying to break the door down, broke the door down, went in there, and the driver of the car was in the camera like, hey, I'm here. I'm like, you poor young dumb fool. But again, these people won't get no help until they do dumb shit. This is one of the problems we have in our country overall, dude, is that I say this all the time. If you're an A student, they have all type of programs for you to go to college, excel in life, blah, 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 get mentorship so you can excel. If you're an F student, they got all kind of programs to bring you up to a C or a B or whatever, or even a D student, whatever, something that's going to pass muster. But if you're in the middle, there's nothing for you, no assistance for you in most cases. Now, I'm not saying these kids are A, B, or C students, but I'm just saying when you look at a lot of these youth today, they don't have nothing to do but video games and dumb shit. They don't have nothing to do but video games and dumb shit. They're at an awkward age, man, because you can't put them in a wholesome old school teenager environment because they're thinking like criminals. Okay. What I did at Dudos, I wouldn't even consider doing it again, Doc. It was rough back then. Nowadays it's horrible. You know, I did my events. I've done hundreds of events over the past 40 years. And dude, I ain't lost a kid yet. I wouldn't want to put my reputation on the line in this day and time. I'm done with that. But again, so many people feel the same way. What could you, no matter what you try to instill in them as youngsters, you still got to fight against the internet and other social situations that they encounter on a daily basis. That's a hard tug of war, Doc. That's a hard tug of war, especially if they're not your kid. Man, the kid get to cussing you out. Ain't nothing worse than get cussed out by a kid. The words hurt a lot more. Oh my God. Man, come on, dude. You know, some little snotty-nosed kid, 13, 14, talking crazy to you. Come on, dude. I can't do that. So yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Let's bring our guest on, man.
All right. I see him in the dugout.
He's in the dugout. Let's give him a proper introduction real quick. He is from the legendary rap group from LA. I remember this CD. We talked about it on my program, Dusty Vision TV, not too long ago. They were doing their thing on the underground.